After taking a 10% stake in Intel, Trump administration has signaled buying stakes in defense companies too. Now, it's not unusual for governments to take stakes in private companies, but it only happens during an economic crisis or downfall. Well, Trump's tariff policies might be an economic blunder, as economists are putting it, but it is not led to a recession yet. So why does the administration want stake in these companies? Here's a report.
Donald Trump is pushing for something unprecedented in modern U.S. defense policy: government equity stakes in companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Palantir. If it happens, it would transform the relationship between Washington and the defense industry, reshaping markets, oversight, and even the free market system itself. So, what's behind the push? First, Trump and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick argue that taxpayers already fund these companies. Lockheed Martin, for example, receives nearly 97% of its revenue from U.S. government contracts. If taxpayers are footing the bill, the White House says they should also share in the profits and decision-making, not just act as a customer. Second, it's about leverage and control. By owning a stake, the government would literally have a seat at the table, ensuring company strategy aligns with U.S. national security priorities. Whether it's ramping up arms production for Ukraine or preparing for a Taiwan contingency. Third, Trump frames it as a matter of returns and accountability. Equity stakes could deliver dividends, voting rights, and more oversight, helping claw back value for taxpayers and keeping costs in check. And finally, there's historical precedent. During World War II, in the 2008 bailouts, and even with the recent Intel deal, Washington has taken equity positions before. But here's the key difference: the defense industry isn't failing. This move would be about influence and profit, not rescue. But if it goes forward, the consequences would be enormous. Corporate governance would change overnight. The Pentagon wouldn't just be the biggest customer, it would also be a shareholder, raising tough questions about oversight, accountability, and conflicts of interest. The free market itself could be reshaped. With the government sitting inside boardrooms, competitors might fear unfair favoritism and reduced innovation. Critics warn of risks. With government on both sides of the transaction, cost overruns and inefficiencies might go unchecked. Plus, Washington could be dragged into corporate scandals or strategic missteps in ways it hasn't before. Markets are already reacting. Defense stocks have swung on the news, and globally, allies and rivals alike are watching closely. In short, Trump's plan is about leverage, profit, and control. But if the U.S. government buys into defense companies, it could fundamentally alter the defense industrial landscape, for better or worse.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.